Welcome back. What you see here is a little demo I put together to show off some of the new features of Fuselage. Originally, it was created to show the parallax of the stars. This demo is kind of old. You may remember it from the earliest version of Fuselage, Anus, when I was doing the tile layers. This was the demo I was showing off. Well, I figured it would be a good test for the new sprite features, which are the ability to determine the distance and the direction between any sprites. So I added it to this little Starfield demo, and I let the players ship scan for all of the other ships in the game, and it points to the nearest one. Now, how close is it? That is determined by the color. If it's green, it's close. If it's red, it's far away. Then, after I added that, the arrow is drawn with a pixie. But while I was playing with pixies, I decided to add a little bit of thrust. So you see my little trail of particles there behind my ship. Those are also pixies. And then, in true Space War fashion, I said, well, I've basically recreated Space War here. I need a black hole. So now we've got a black hole. It's at the origin of the wrapping tile maps, so those are also pixies. And there is also, boom, the explosions. And the shields, you see the little circles around my ship? Those are also pixies. So the pixie layers are pretty versatile, and they're going to get more features as time goes on. It's just the most basic mode right now. And the sprite's got a couple of new features. Before, I was doing that entirely through a bunch of getters and setters in the main of the program, but I did it so frequently I started thinking, that would actually be a pretty decent thing for a sprite to be able to report through a simple call. So, the interactions library was created. Is it technically part of the sprite system? No. Is it paired with the sprite system to make it easier? Yes, basically. Just like the cake helper lets you get friendly names for all of the different buttons and keys and mouse clicks and whatever. So, once again, it's another addition to the system that's not actually part of the core low-level system, but is very useful to have. Anyway, as I began adding all of this stuff to the demo, I realized if I made this multiplayer, it might actually be a little bit of fun. So, even though multiplayer is not on the scope for Fuselage anytime soon, I'm not saying it won't be, and I think this might be a fun little party game. Could you imagine everybody loading this up on their Steam Deck or their ROG Ally or their Legion Go, getting together and just blowing each other up local area network? I could probably make it happen. Comment, say something in the comments below, or check it out on Patreon if you're interested in that. If you want to follow development of Fuselage or this demo, subscribe here or on Patreon. If you want to check it out, of course, you can get it on Patreon. Fuselage is open source and it is on GitHub. This demo's source will probably end up on GitHub at some point. But I think I would kind of like to release this as a cheap little multiplayer game, maybe on itch.io or something. Or hell, see if I can learn how to publish on Steam and sell this for dirt cheap. Be a great little Steam Deck companion game, I think. Anyway, that's all I've got for now, so, the whole typical stuff people say, like, subscribe, eat some sausage, drink some beer, play more games, and I will see you in the next video.